Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites. Today I have one of my favorite little planners that I've reviewed in previous years, and I am excited to share the new Katy Daisy planner with you. It's a 17-month planner. However, she makes a new one every year at this time. So if you keep moving into a new one of hers, you end up not needing your last few months. She has said on her Instagram that she's going to be talking to the publisher about possibly trying to make it a 12-month planner. But right now it is a 17-month planner. It starts you in August and then it takes you all the way through the end of 2020. This is a little gem, especially I like to use it for a gratitude journal to fill out every morning with my scripture study. I know some people like to do their gratitudes in the morning and some at night, but it makes a perfect gratitude journal. It also makes a perfect little journal, but it can also make a perfect little planner for someone who doesn't need to write too much. It's a compact size. You can get it on Amazon or the Katy Daisy site. It is full of Katy's beautiful artwork. You can find Katy Daisy on Instagram. That's where I follow her. You can find her website where you can buy many of her products, and I will link that down below. I bought this planner myself off of Amazon. When I bought it, I think it was at a special, pre-order price is when you usually get a cheaper price. It was only like 10 something, I think, $11. Right now, I think it's about $14 on Amazon. Still an amazing bargain. I don't think you can get any planner full of more beautiful artwork for this price. Let's jump in and do a walkthrough of this beauty. You have a pocket right here up front that you can stick, any little thing in. You have a nameplate page, and every page of this planner is beautiful. You have 2019 at a glance, since this starts in August of 2019 and goes all the way through the end of 2020. And then you have 2020 at a glance. You have your holidays lined out for starting in August of 2019 and going through the end of 2020. I always say I really appreciate this in a planner. I just like to look when certain things are daylight savings time or when does Thanksgiving fall this year. And this makes an easy little reference without having to flip through the whole planner. You have a little goals page here up front. So beautiful if you want to write down some goals. August, you go straight into your calendar as a Sunday start, a typical Sunday start. You have dotted lines and the colors change with every month and with the seasons. You have the moon phases noted, because this calendar is really all about nature. And you do have your holidays noted on the calendar also. You have your previous months in a light gray, and you have your next months. They show it if you had any on here in a light gray also. August, you go straight into it, and then your colors stay the same for the month. So this is August, and you can see the colors stay the same, but every weekly layout changes a little bit. You have your month noted here on the side, little tab, which can help you as you're flipping through if you're trying to find your month. On every page, you have this very light grid, and it's in a light blue. So if you want some guidance, there is a little grid there to help you. The light grid is even here where you have the cute little polka dots. So this is your August color. Then in between each month, every month is different. Like she just has 2 pages of art in between the month here. And then you go into September. Sometimes you have pages you can write on in between your months. This one was just 2 pages of art. So every month is different, and you usually have like a big type of welcome thing to the month. Here is September. I just love how every month is a completely different look. And yet it's still all about nature and it's with her art, so it all flows together. That's what your September looks like. September ends on a Monday. Here is something interesting they do in this planner that is different. When your month ends, they end it and you don't get the rest of the week all hooked together. So you have to flip here and go to October, and that is where your Tuesday starts up. So do you see that? Your week is split. If your month ends, your week is split. In between September and October, you have this entire notes page. You have a Be Free notes page welcoming you to October. Then you have October. So her October is not the typical pumpkins, what we might think of as fall. She's kind of bringing in the night sky and the beautiful butterflies. So this is her unique take on October. And this is what your October looks like. At the end of October, since you have some room, because October ends on a Thursday, there's your Halloween, and ends on a Thursday, she gives you the rest of the page for notes. Then you have a notes page going into November, and a quote to welcome you into November. I love her quotes. I really do. They're usually famous quotes, which you're familiar with. Here's your look at November monthly spread. Then like your welcoming page to November, and November starts on a Friday. So you just get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to finish this week in November. And then you're going into your full weeks in November. When you have your full weeks, you got Monday through Wednesday on the left, and then Thursday through Sunday on the right. That's how her weekly horizontal layout goes. Since this is a horizontal planner, it really lends itself well to journaling, like I mentioned, or someone who just likes a horizontal layout. This is welcoming you to December. Now, this is not your typical December, right? It doesn't look Christmassy for those who don't celebrate Christmas and who celebrate other holidays that time of year, but she brings her own artistic interpretation of the month into this planner. Be astonished, a gratitude list to start December, and December starts on a Sunday. So that's all you get right there. And like your holidays and things like Advent begins, that is noted down here at the bottom of your page. Here is what a full week in December looks like. So you still get kind of a winter, Christmassy frost type of feeling, but it's definitely not your traditional Christmas feeling in this December. At the end of December, December ends on a 31st, New Year's Eve. You have a notes page and then thankful for and a nice quote welcoming you in to January. And here is January welcoming you in. I'm going to just flip through the rest of this planner and let you see what it looks like, and you can see how the different pages are in between each month. So that was a flip through of the entire planner. You got to see all of the artwork that's in here and what each month looked like. Here is a pen test. It does not state the paperweight of her paper. If I had to guess, I think I would guess 70 pounds. This planner I've always only used for daily gratitudes. I've never kept it for an entire full year, but I've been off and on in it. And I still think it's a good practice to keep up even if I'm not 100%. You can see how all the pens look on the back of the page. They take the pen well. There is no bleed through there, even on the fountain pen, which is right there up top, even where I was getting my fountain pen started, so it was a little bit more inky. When your planner ends, you do get January of 2021 to look at the monthly spread. Then you have a name and address section here. It's beautiful. I wouldn't use it, but I think it's beautiful. I love the way it's laid out. I love the typewriter font that's in here with the kind of old look of the pages. It's been really well done. Then you have your months laid out, January through December, so you can note occasions or anniversaries, or if you need to lay out vacation time or travel time. So however you want to use your 12 months at a glance, it's at the back. And then you have 2021 at a glance, your next year, to be able to look at. There's no pocket on the back because your pocket's on the front. Your cover is very thick. It gives you a nice surface to write on if you're walking around writing. It also feels like it will slough off water or anything else that is spilled on it. It is just a really beautiful, unique little planner for such a great price. The band is a turquoise band, holds it really well. I've never had trouble with the band. I actually kept it in my scripture bag. And when I did my scripture study while my son was in seminary this past year, it stayed in my bag all year, like with my scriptures, and kind of got thrown around. Not this one, but this current year's. And it held up completely fine. I will link down below where you can buy this on Amazon and also on the Katy Daisy website. I know a lot of you guys have bought this in past years from seeing my videos on it, and I would love to hear what you've used yours for. If you've used this Katy Daisy little 17-month planner, I would love to hear what you used it for and share down below so that everybody else can read too. But I think this little planner could be used for many different things. You have rounded corners. It's 5 by 7. and it's just tiny and lightweight. I wanted to mention that in my review video last year of her planner that came out this last year. And that wraps up the Katy Daisy planner. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy planning, and we'll see you next time. I also reviewed her book, How to Be a Wildflower, a Field Guide by Katy Daisy. It is a really beautiful book. And then she also did a wildflower workbook to go along with it, but you don't have to have the book to do the wildflower workbook, A Journal for Self-Discovery in Nature by Katy Daisy. And so this is more of a journal workbook. If you're interested in seeing either one of these two items from her, go ahead and check out my video from last year. They are reviewed in there, and I will link that down below in the description also. All right, guys, that wraps up my Katy Daisy planner review. Thanks for watching. Happy planning, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.